Hi everyone, here we are on the range at Wheels Golf Club, and this video will give you an overview on how to spin the ball, or it will give you an insight into how to spin the ball. So what we're going to do is, over the last sort of 10 to 15 to 20 years, everyone kind of adopted the same technique. Well, I've gave a lot of lessons in the past, and people think that you spin the ball with an old technique. So what they used to do is, they used to have their ball position way back in their stance. So what that does is it steepens angle attack, and what they used to do is have their hands way forward and their spine angle tilted way forward, so almost like that, way ahead of the ball. And what they used to do is they used to hinge their wrists, and as they came back down to impact, they tried to keep that left wrist from collapsing. So they used to stop the left wrist from collapsing. So in this fashion, so ball back in stance, hinge the wrists, and used to try and keep the loft on the golf club, it's a good way for controlling a lower ball flight, but the ball will go less distance because you're not rotating all the way through. So what you need to do is, we need to have the ball more in the middle of our stance, have our weight slightly forward, and have our hands maybe just slightly ahead of the ball, and maybe position our weight on the left foot. And what we need to do, so from this angle, is hinge. So have a little wrist hinge on the way back, and not a full turn though, maybe just halfway, a little wrist hinge. And as we come back into impact, we want to just collapse this left wrist, so feel like our right hand's taking over. What this does is it adds loft onto the golf club, and if you are struggling with spin the ball, give that a try. So what we're going to do is, ball in the middle of our stance, just hinge back and then collapse this left wrist. So feel like as we come through, our right hand is higher than our left. Our left hand sort of tucked behind our right. So feel like that, and the club sort of points to the sky. So if you are struggling with spin the ball, why don't you give that a try? So what we've worked on is, we went from sort of old school technique where you'd have ball back in the stance, you would de-loft it on as you come into impact. The left wrist would kind of remain flat through impact. So what you need to do is just have a neutral stance, so ball in the middle of our stance, nice dynamic setup. Have our weight on our left foot, but we want to hinge in the same kind of manner, but as we come back down, we want to let our left wrist almost fold in the way and let our right hand take over. Not as if we were pulling it, but just try and feel like our right hand is taking over, so almost in this fashion. So hinge, give that a try. So when you do de-loft it and you take loft off the golf club, contact is made at the bottom of the club face. So the leading edge, the bottom part of the club face, holds the least loft, so that's where you're going to get that low ball flight. You're not going to get the true spin coming off the club face. So if you try and release your arms going through, stop that left wrist from collapsing, it will add loft onto the golf club. So the ball will be climbing up the club face, and the ball will be spinning more on the club face, which will allow you to hit a higher ball flight and maybe even increase distance as balls go.